Om Sahana Vavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavahavai Tejasvinavadhetamastu ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Namo Brahmadibhyo Brahma Vidya Yoga Vidya Sampradaya Kartrubhyo Vamsha Rushibhyo Mahadbhyo Namo Gurubhyaha. Om Yerime Gurubihi Purvam Padavakya Pramanatah व्याख्याताः सर्ववेदान्ताः योगाः तान् नित्यं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहं शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्तब्रह्मविद्या योगविद्या आचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो नमः अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। ओम तेषां सर्वेषां कृपानुग्रहेण उपनिषदुक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोधसिद्ध्यर्थम् उपनिषद वेदांतोक्त आत्मानुभूति कैवल्य प्राप्त्यर्थम् सनातन धर्मस्य वैदिक हैंदव संस्कृतेः सांप्रदायानां शास्त्राणां गुरु शिष्य भक्त भगवत परंपरायाः पुनरुत्थान जागरण विश्वव्याप्ति विश्वाध्यात्मिक प्रगति शांति कल्याण एकता पुरोभिवृद्ध्यर्थं ये ये अस्मिन् धर्म संस्थापन कार्ये निष्ठिताः तेषां सर्वेषां नित्य निरंतर दिग्विजयार्थं श्री पतंजलि महर्षि प्रणीत योग दर्शन शास्त्रस्य व्यास भाष्य समेत अध्ययनं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। आदौ योग दर्शनाचार्याणां स्मरणं प्रार्थना। ओम हिरण्यगर्भाय कपिलमहर्षये नमः। ओम हिरण्यगर्भाय कपिलमहर्षये नमः। ओम हिरण्यगर्भाय कपिलमहर्षये नमः। ओम पतंजलि महर्षये नमः। ओम पतंजलि महर्षये नमः। ओम पतंजलि महर्षये नमः। ओम व्यास महर्षये नमः। ओम व्यास महर्षये नमः। ओम व्यास महर्षये नमः। ओम अतः श्री पतंजलि महर्षि प्रणीत योग दर्शन शास्त्रं द्वितीय पादः साधना पादः। ओम वितर्काः हिंसादयः कृतकारिता अनुमोदिताः लोभ क्रोध मोहपूर्वकाः मृदु मध्य अधिमात्राः दुःख अज्ञान अनन्तफलाः इति प्रतिपक्षभावनम् अहिंसा प्रतिष्ठायां तत्सन्निधौ वैरत्यागः सत्यप्रतिष्ठायां क्रियाफलाश्रयत्वम् अस्तेयप्रतिष्ठायां सर्वरत्नोपस्थानं ब्रह्मचर्यप्रतिष्ठायां वीर्यलाभः. Friends, we are studying after seeing the Yama sadhanas, their detailed explanation. Also after seeing the possible vitarkas that stop us from doing these sadhanas, and also learning how to eliminate those vitarkas by pratipaksha bhavana. So what is the understanding? Okay, with proper maturity through pratipaksha bhavana, having eliminated or not allowing the vitarka to pop up or crop up, we are doing our yama niyama sadhanas, with perfection, at all the time with full commitment, etc., without any compromise. Then obviously we should be told what is the result of that phala. Therefore, the siddhis are taught here. They are all as I told you, the signposts, or they are all the milestones en route to the perfection there. That is why the need of the acharyas, gurus telling us, as well as we knowing them. More important than this is what very essential is, we may know the theory, but how do we know we are doing practice or not? Isn't it? Is that the only at the level of theory we are stopping and not doing practice? And thus, theory is one way going on. Something else, the life we are living and cheating ourselves. More than everything, for us only, we will come to know whether we are on the path or not. Ultimately, so after the Guru teaches, it is we only who are left with ourselves to learn what Guru taught, to do what is taught, and see whether we are really doing or not. How do you see? How do we know whether doing or not? Only when such results are seen in our life. If such results are not at all seen, we are as good or bad or useless or worst as earlier only. That means we are only doing theory, no sadhana. Without sadhana, we are not sadhaka. Only with mere theory, we continue to be the same wretched samsara. This is another risk and danger. Getting trapped in the Siddhanta Jnanam, not at all progressing because no practical sadhana is done. They are the worst of the people where such great opportunities given are not encashed by sadhana. If we belong to that category, if we are not careful in actually doing every of the sadhanas that are learned, then what is the difference between you and I studying these and those who have never studied? है ना? सेम लाइफ लिव्ड एंड सेम एक्सपीरियंसेस gained, तो फिर फर्क क्या है ना? द ट्रेन्ड डॉग पेट डॉग एट होम देन द स्ट्रीट डॉग अगर सेम है तो क्या फर्क है ना? yesterday one dog, pet only bitten, उसको बाइट कर दिया वो मालकिन को ही. She was badly injured and she succumbed only. yesterday. वाइट गया मेंटल हो गया क्यों काटा उसने पता नहीं तो मरी गई वो. और द डिफरेंस देन if you call it as pet and all. So too, if you have studied Shastras and not changing ourselves by doing sadhana and by ourselves, for ourselves, if we are not visualizing its result in the form of some subtle higher experiences, what's the difference between us and our earlier us or the others? Isn't it? Therefore, you have to see to it that sadhanas are done to reach to it. But once reaching it, that's not our goal. We just bypass and move ahead only for the next. We will not stop till the samskara yukta vritti nirodha leading to asamprajnata samadhi kaivalya prapti. Swarupa pratishtha kaivalya prapti. That's our goal. We will not stop anywhere. Okay, see the clarity of Yoga Darshanam. It took for us 1 year, no doubt, but now are we not slowly entering into the grip of it? Earlier, absolutely vague. What is the meaning of Yoga Darshanam? Vedanta, कुछ नहीं. But धीरे धीरे समय हम दे रहे हैं तो बुद्धि में कुछ कुछ बात चल रहा है, बैठ रहा है, जा रहा है. कंटिन्यू करते रहे. More and more understandings, convictions, willingnesses to do sadhana will come. Sadhana will be done also, result also will come. In and through all, only one thing we should not leave, that is Shastras. But Shastra you can't understand, therefore you can't live Satsang. Satsanga, no stone speaks Satsanga. A Guru speaks, therefore you need Guru. And Guru Shastra Satsang can never come without God's grace. Therefore our upasana to God. ये चारों नहीं छोड़ना लाइफ में. देवता उपासना, गुरु शरणागति, शास्त्र श्रवणम, साधना. Mm, 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 mm. Okay, so the summary is what? We have understood all 5 plus 5 yama and niyama sadhanas. We have understood what are the vitarkas that may come. We have fully prepared ourselves with the pratipaksha bhavana and we are not allowing the vitarkas to overpower. Thus, fully, perfectly, with full controlled manner, zeal and zest, inspiration and enthusiasm, we are doing the sadhanas and every sadhana के नाम पे यहाँ लिखते हैं प्रतिष्ठायाम प्रतिष्ठायाम प्रतिष्ठायाम. We are established in the achievement of doing that sadhana to such an extent it is naturally happening in us. When this is achieved, what is the phala? Okay, one by one. We have seen 4 of the yama, fifth also we touched it. उस थोड़ा सा देख कर नियम साधना से फलास क्या है, that we'll see today. Great benefits, siddhis you can call them. So ahimsa pratishtayam, when we establish in ahimsa sadhana, not allowing any vitarka to overpower, and fully pratishtita in the ahimsa as defined, as explained by Vyasa Bhagavan. Then what is the outcome result? Tat sanidhau vairatyaga. Now don't you think this ahimsa sadhana is required? Thousands and thousands of sadhakas with full establishment in it have to be there spread all over the world so that in their sannidhi, whatever the enmity is there, mainly now between the human beings, on various reasons, the religion reason, caste reason, or nationality reason, वो सारे differences भेद वे शत्रुता चला जाना चाहिए, वैर त्याग होना चाहिए. Otherwise, with enmity, you can't have peace inside and outside. Continuous struggle, दुख, बाप रे नरक है वो तो. So the one who is established in ahimsa pratishtha in his presence, even mutual enemies also become friendly. They give up the vaira bhava. हो गया. No, second one. Satya pratishtayam kriya phalashrayatvam. We have seen when the satya pratishtha happens, or we establish in the sadhana of the satya, the second of the yama sadhana, the siddhi that is achieved is kriya phalashrayatvam, means we get vak siddhi. Wherein whatever we do tell with mouth, that happens, and whatever we tell with our mouth, that result also happens. Examples are given. Dharmatma bhava, he'll become Swargi bhava, he'll get the Swargalok. Satya pratishtaya, kriya phala ashrayatva. And we need people who establish Satya and do the positive sankalpas in the mind and the mouth, so that they will happen. Kriya phala ashrayatva. Satya pratishtha. And all of us know that Rama Mandir is our Hindu Sanatana Dharma. वो सत्य है और उस सत्य में we were all pratisthita. Therefore, all the sankalpa that we should get the temple back, is it not getting fructified now? Just 1 month, 4 days, we will have Bhagwan Ram Mandir made, means inaugurated. Yeah, imagine 20-30 years back, उससे पहले कोई डाउट पता ही नहीं था कि ऐसा कुछ बनेगा हमारा करके, बट हो रहा है. In the same way, kriya phala ashrayatvam also is required. In this world, continuous contribution is required for the balancing of the world and evolving the total world's spirituality. Who can do that? Those who are in Pratishtita in Satya, they have the Vak Siddhi, and then they teach. Puja Gurudev has that Vak Siddhi. That's why millions have become leaders and sadhakas, having heard from him the Gita and Upanishads. Okay. So generally through tapasya and Bhagwan's vara also boon, people become vak siddha, ki they do the cursing or they do the blessing, boons dena. But this is another way. When we our establish satya, Paramatma without asking blesses us with the siddhi, vak siddhi. Then kriya phala ashraya. Kriya ashrayatvam means he will do whatever kriya he does, he becomes successful, doesn't stop in between. And whichever the kriya or karma he tells others, they do it. Then the phala ashrayatvam is the respective phala which is expected, that also comes. I told you इस जमीन में खेती होना है, दिस इज क्रिया आश्रयत्व. उस खेती के द्वारा इतने बस्ता अनाज उगना है, दैट इज फलाश्रयत्व. These two youngsters should get married. Kriya ashrayatva. They should get a wonderful child who will be a support to the world. Phala ashrayatva. हाँ, एट द हायर लेवल संत महात्मा लोग इसी काम में बिजी रहते हैं. कौन से जीव को साधना के लिए एटमॉस्फेयर क्रिएट करने के लिए किन के वूम्ब में उनको किन के द्वारा पैदा कराना है, उसके लिए उनको कैसे कट्टे लाना है. सो दे आर बिजी इन देयर ओन वर्क. For the common prarabdha also, for the higher prarabdha, for a saint to be born or a great contributor to be born in the world. किस किस को फलाश्रयत्व. Okay, that Lord does, gurus do. Even a person who is established in Satya, he also can have that power. Okay, third one now. Asteya pratishtayam. When he is established in Asteya, fully doing it, non-stealing, without any excuse or justification, that means without any vitarka, for him the result is a sarva ratna upasthana. So all the things are which are ratnas, they are reaching him at his disposal. all the best things of the world come to him because chori nahi kar raha hai. Therefore, everybody trusts him that he will not covet them and he will use them for the best purpose. Therefore, they come to him. Otherwise, the story of Satrajit. He is Mitra of the Surya Bhagavan. Therefore, Surya gave him that Sevantaka money. But he was not in a doubt. Astya means he was doubting Krishna only. Then what happened? Really, that the money was stolen and his brother is killed. Later on, he was also killed for the purpose of that only. रत्न की बात कह रहा हूं मैं. Given Ratna also gone away from him, along with the life also gone. On the other hand, if you are in Asteya Pratishtha, Sarva Ratna is best of the clothes, best of the furnishing, best of the ornaments, best of the place to stay, best of the vehicles, best of everything best is called Ratna. That comes like Bharata Ratna. Establishing Asteya non-stealing. But know the meaning of non-stealing with the earlier Bhashya we studied, practice it. बहुत बहुत important. Then the fourth one was Brahmacharya. Brahmacharya Pratishtayam Virya Labha. With that Virya, Yasya Labhad Apratighan Gunan Utkarshayati. With that Virya Labha, every of the qualities of the personality layer will be of great level which cannot be destroyed or weakened or defeated. Then Siddhacha Vinayeshu Jnanam Adhatum Samartho Bhavatiti. And all the talents, abilities which has got, he will be able to convey them to his next generation also because of that Virya Labha. That Virya Labha will happen with the sadhana of Brahmacharya. Brahmacharya Pratishtayam Virya Samarthya Labha. Here, Gunas means the Sattva Guna. Guna means all the positive values and virtues. Gunas means all the knowledges. Gunas means all the devotional qualities. More importantly, Guna means all the values. Will be with him. He will practice them. And he will be able to communicate or teach them to the next generation. That Virya is the one which makes it happen. That Virya will be conserved when one does the Brahmacharya Pratishtha. अब तक पढ़े चारों में ये इंपॉर्टेंट. वीर्य लाभः यस्य लाभात् अप्रतिघान् गुणान् उत्कर्षयति सिद्धः च विनयेषु ज्ञानम् आधातुं समर्थो भवति. Such Siddha Purusha is capable of conveying all these talents, abilities in him to the next generation. Now, do you see the connection between this topic and in the earlier Vedanta we have studied Aitariya Upanishad, how the father became Kritakritya? By teaching the child. है ना? पुण्येभ्यः प्रतिधीयते. Punya is शास्त्रोक्त कर्मेभ्यः कर्मभ्यः. By कर्म निष्पादनार्थम. Aham Brahma, Aham Yajnaha. Father taught to the child, isn't it? Successfully he taught. That means he himself was in the Brahmacharya sadhana. Therefore, he has got the virya to be able to practice and communicate. So, this is now for all of us is essential quality. If our subordinates or disciples or children, if they have to listen to us, what we tell, which should be right, obviously, we should have the virya labha. Then only our powers will have, our words will have the power to communicate to them or to convince them. Isn't it? Any leaders, if they tell the thousands followers follow, means he has got the virya labha because of his brahmacharya abhyasa. Clear? The last one we will see today. नियम साधनास का आज नहीं होगा, कल ही देखेंगे कि अपरिग्रह स्थैर्य. The fifth one, when there is स्थैर्य, the sthirata. In doing the fifth of the yama sadhana called as aparigraha, non-collection of the things, non-coveting of the things. Okay, steyam means chori, asteyam means non-stealing. This one is aparigraham, non-accumulation, non-hoarding, non-aggrandizing things. Nothing is there, bas, like Tapovan Maharaj. कोई परिग्रह नहीं बस. Seeing him suffering en route to Uttarakashi, en route to Gangotri from Haridwar, in Uttarakashi on that Pahad, he was given a place and kutia made. He did not ask for it. In that kutia, he never allowed anything to be there. Only one palang because very cold. शरीर को तो बचाना है एक कमंडल नो अदर परिग्रह maybe 2 or 3 books will be there 1 or 2 dresses no parigraha so because this aparigraha stairya establishing in the aparigraha sadhana without allowing any vitarka to overpower what is the result for him janma kathanta sambodha samyak bodha very clear knowledge understanding about janma kathamta कथम मीन्स हाउ व्हाट जन्म अर्लियर कथम जन्म कौन से थे 5 आगे कथम जन्म कौन से होंगे ही विल नो दैट more and more as has got more establishment in it and with more minute details. There are so many ways. Vaguely knowing that I might be there born earlier life, I assume that I was there. Specifically knowing that as I was born and born to these parents, more specifically knowing that these are the experiences I went through, even the minutest things in the last few lives. And next few lives I am going to have these. This is called as Janma Kathamta Sambodha. Not only his own, but even of others, even animals. He will tell this horse earlier life was a human, but then because of these mistakes, he became this one. And he says, next to 2 more lives, he will be like horse, then he will get the human. Or see that bird flying, next life only it will be a great rishi. He will be able to know. The one was done, the sthira sadhana in the aparigraha. Aparigraha sadhana ka sthira sa kiya ho, sthirata se. What Bhashyakara says is, asya bhavati. These are the things happened to him. Ki kaha aham asam. Who was I? Katam aham asam. How was I? Kim svit idam. Then how this is their thing in front of me. Then katam svit idam. Where from it has happened like that. Keva bhavishyamaha. Means what will I become in the future? Katam va bhavishyamaha. How will be in the future? What will I be? How will I be? Iti evam. In this way, asya purva purvanta paranta madhyeshu atmabhava jignasa sarupena upavartate. ओके इति एवं अस्य पूर्वांत परांत मध्येषु आत्मभाव जिज्ञासा स्वरूपेण उपावर्तते सो द जिज्ञासा अबाउट हिज आत्मभाव पास्ट प्रेजेंट एंड फ्यूचर एवरीथिंग विल हैव ऑन हिज डिमांड कमांड सारा मन में आकर डिस्टर्ब नहीं करेगा इफ ही वांट्स इट ही विल नो अदरवाइज यानी आ ही जा रहा है ऐसी सिद्धि दे दी भगवान ने कि ओनली अर्लियर लाइव्स वी आर रिमेंबरिंग अब 100 यू कांट डू एनीथिंग इन दिस लाइफ whatever he wants like ठोकर लगा चोट लगी he'll just close कि ये वाला दुख कौन से पाप के कारण हुआ he will know it or sumptuous meals has come to him he'll just think what was the punya I've done that these meals has come to me in that way the punya, earlier janmas where I was what I was doing even now also past का भी जन्म से अब तक सब याद रहेगा and also the future not only of his own, even of others, of whomever he chooses to. And that's how they guide also, they do the instructions also. That is why ऐसे सिद्ध महायोगी मिलते हैं ना उनका जो कहना है साधना यथा तत् करने से हमारा ही फायदा हो है ना first you have to be in contact with them then earn their goodwill by being honest and pure hearted then get educated by them or trained by them or taught by them or guided by do those sadhanas they help tremendously in the evolution 1000 किताब हमारा पढ़ना एक सेंटेंस ऐसे सिद्ध पुरुष का सुनकर प्रैक्टिस करना आर इक्वल इन रिजल्ट. Sometimes the siddha purusha's instructions are more divine and valid because he is living that experience. Okay. Now remember, ye are all not Brahma Vidya. Is not that moksha. This is only yama niyama karne se milne wale siddhya. That can be misused also. Final. Ki etaha yamastairye siddhayah. These are the five siddhis will come to us when we get sthirata in doing the yama sadhanas of ahimsa satya brahma asteya brahmacharya aparigraha. Then what about niyamaha? That we will see tomorrow. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Niyameshu Vakshyamaha. In doing niyama sadhanas with stairyata, without allowing vitarka to disturb, what are the siddhis we are going to get? We are going to tell you now. Tomorrow we'll study this portion. Hari Om. Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Sri Guru Bhyo Paramarshibhyo Parabrahmane Shruti Matre Tatsat Brahma Arpanamastu.